Be supportive. We all need to get and give support. Here's a poster that I've made over the past couple of days. I look young, don't I? Mind you, I do have plenty of people tell me that I look younger than my years, though usually I think that's their excuse for having a dismissive attitude. Dismissiveness. Is that one of your bugbears as big as it's one of mine? I'm hoping that you find the graphics and the whole poster that I've made, both simple and profound. I mean, the overall message of the poster is really quite simple. It's just a call for us all to be supportive of one another, to be supportive of what our fellows want to be, want to become, and want to be known as. Not dismissive, if you really want to change the world, or somehow turn times like these around. Let's face it, every one of us, in every class of society, every race, colour, creed, needs to get support through times like these and give support. It's all very well naming, blaming, shaming, pointing fingers, but where does that really get us other than as blame throwers and conspiracy theorists? If we really are convinced that some elite is controlling this system of things, then I think surely an efficient way of fully creating a full counterculture is to become full support networks for one another, instead of what seems to have already happened, that is, having been divided. But I'm not necessarily looking to get all what antsy and political on your asses. I'm just making what I think is a very simple yet very profound point that will be good for supporting all of our businesses and livelihoods. Be supportive, because we all need to get and give support. Be supportive of what our fellows want to be, want to become, and want to be known as, because none of us are our histories. Be supportive if you really want to turn this world around. You can probably see in the picture that I have a print of my hands. I painted my hands purple and stuck them on a piece of paper and painted 3 yellow wriggly lines, sun serpents or healing lines coming through the magical triangle in the middle. A simple yet profound symbol. Then I have a world with people joining hands around the world. Another simple and profound symbol. You can see that symbol there that resembles the SAS badge, Who Dares Wins. Well, mine, instead of being a winged dagger, is a winged heart. Because, sure, I wear my heart on my sleeve, proud to do so in so many ways. And the motto beneath that reads, Who heals, heals. Because I once had a Reiki teacher of mine, say to me, when I showed her some of my certificates, certificates do not a healer make. And sure, I've had this kind of devil's advocatism thrown in my face aplenty. Maybe there are times I've attracted that. And that's all been to ace avail, because now I'd simply say fuck off, or get out of my face, stop wasting my time. Or I could be just as clever and say something like, thou needst to be careful of thine advocacy, for I may one day come for the soul that's so rightfully mine. If any of you are even thinking about playing devil's advocate with me, oh, whatest power you doest givest meest, erst, to choose for myself if and when I choose to respond, or to point out how foolish or how rude you're being to somebody you don't actually know. Yeah, watch your manners, watch your step. These aren't the droids you're looking for. He can go about his own business. Move along, move along. So my motto there is, who heals, heals. To actually support what some people say about certificates do not a healer make. Well, sure, howdy doody, just like healings do not a healer make. Just because you've done 1, 2, 10, 100 or 8.5 billion healings on this planet don't necessarily mean that you're some kind of healer. And if you think about that line of logic and reasoning, you'll see that it's true, and that nothing actually means nothing, and that everything means everything, and nothing means everything, and everything means nothing. And you can even dismiss that as arbitrary by saying that a thing only has the meaning that one gives it. So my motto there, who heals, heals, is the clearest, straightest, bluntest physical material fact about healing, because who heals does heal, has healed. He or she who heals ain't necessarily a healer in the sense of, a healer. Woo! Some people who heal do so by accident. Some people deliberately, because that's the moment they're choosing. Some people heal through what they call spiritual-ish ideals. Some through adherence to their religion, which is the only true religion in the world. Some claim that theirs is the only right to true healing through their Saviour, who is the only true God in the universe, and that their followers are the only ones who ever get truly healed and who ever get to go to heaven. Okay, I'm ranting on a bit. Here's something for you to think of. There's this saying that the path to hell is lined with good intentions. And if that is the case, is it not also true that the road to heaven could also be lined with bad intentions? I bet for those of you that play devil's advocate, you've never thought about that one, have you? So what's that supposed to mean then? It actually means that all paths have the same source and the same ending. All rivers eventually wind up in the ocean. Who heals, heals. And I've healed, so I heal. Though my design is taken from an SAS badge, I've adapted it to support my service, which is SHS, Special healing services. Make the comparison. That's why I've chosen this badge as the design. And yes, before you say it, there's some ego involved. There cannot not be in anything anyone does. And any of you who utilize the word ego, especially in a regards like this, are not actually using the word ego correctly. Look it up, read about it. Who are you? How dare you? Who dares wins? Who heals heals. So another way round that would be to say that I'm somewhat inflated. Sure, I admit that. Anyone who is expressing anything strongly, any strength, power, or excellence, is up on their art or craft, inflated in their ideals or ideas, exuding it from their pores, brimming with it, radiating it, shining with it. You know, one thing I've learned is that you don't get very far and you don't help other people by playing small. So I make no apologies for seeming like I'm full of it. I am full of it. I am full of it. This thing that I'm into, these things that I talk about, they lift me and bolster me and support me. They give me some feeling, at least, that I'm doing something constructive. They give me some power of pride to think that I'm communicating outwardly some good ideals and ideas to an audience. Especially knowing that this is actually a worthwhile topic. Some people come to earn big money doing this kind of thing. So it does actually have its good points. Who heals, heals. I heal, so I heal. Beneath that motto you can see another supporting phrase, which is venture and nurture, love and kindness. I've done tons of training in life coaching and neuro-linguistic programming. I proactively venture and nurture love and kindness in saying to everybody who has the time to listen to this, be supportive. Be supportive of your fellows in this world through these times, because we all need support. We need to get and to give support. We need to and must support what our fellows want out of life, want to be, want to become, and want to be known as in life. If we are going to answer these times, if we're going to turn this world around, be supportive. The whole world needs support. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. thank you.